Hello and welcome to digitalSyn Gaming. I am Syntosis and this is episode 38 of the New Frontier. So, because this is a server, I didn't shut it down. We've got a lot of stuff. 153,000 carrots, 280 or 268,000 Inferium, 66,000 Steel Essence, 55. But yeah, you get the idea. I kind of left the server running and it kind of did its own thing. I suppose it's not so much of a bad thing, it's just, look, we've almost used all our storage up. That's an insane amount of storage. So, we left it last time where we were building something to harvest nether stars. Kill the wither, essentially. What I decided was I was going to build Woot, or I was going to use Woot to actually do that. Now this thing here works really well. It harvests the things, the wither gets killed, etc, etc. However, that middle block keeps getting blown up, and so does the harvesting block as well. So, not entirely. So, I decided that I would build this. As you can see, this is the biggest, I think it's the tier 4 Woot factory. So basically what you do to build Woot is you put the mob factory layout down, and you just right click on it until it gives you the tier 4. So this is the tier 4. Now this is capable of mobs, like bosses. So this is capable of wither and, you know, that kind of stuff. So because we could do the wither, I built the tier 4. Which is fine. I mean, it's going to take a lot of power. So obviously I'll give it its own solar panel. This thing does work. I mean, it really does. I can't fault it. Except for the fact that it blows up that panel. It makes a hell of a lot of noise as well. So what I thought was we would basically build this. I'm hoping I've got everything right. And I got a mob prism. So obviously, when it was in here, I spawned the wither. I left-clicked on it with this. And yeah, I trapped it, essentially. So now I can go and put this into the controller. There we go. So right click on the controller. There we go. Now it creates a tier 4 corner. Look at that. Look at that. 3.5 million. Wow. Spawns one every 322. That is insane. But it ticks along in the background. So now we've just got to decide what I want to do. Now obviously what we could do is a solar panel. We could go maybe a tier 3. Actually, we might be able to do a tier 4. Because now we've got a supply of nether stars. It's not a bad idea. I think this is a tier 3, isn't it? That's a tier 3. So if we have a look at environmental tech with the tier 4. So if we have a look at tier 4, structure block tier 4 or above. So if we have a look at structure, this is tier 2, tier 1, tier 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and structure block tier 4 requires an Everstar. And it gives us a structure block. Now, how many of those do we need for a tier 4? I'm guessing quite a few. Yeah, see, 40. So it might be better just to do a tier 2, because that is enough. 11,000 RF a tick, and we've got 15,000 on that one. That would be enough. That might be better. Alright, 32 structure blocks, 49 solar cells. So at solar, no, at environmental. So 8 of those. Two of them. Let's see. Okay, so we need to get glowstone. That's annoying. I wonder if there's a seed. Of course there's a seed. Add intermedium tier 3. So we need 4 of those. Four of those. Seed. Tier 3. So now what we can do is, I think it was there. There we go. So glowstone seed. Modifier core. I'm going to keep hold of. What we will do is we'll get rid of the carrots because, well, yeah. Carrots. So we can get rid of carrots. 153,000 of them. I think that is classed as way enough. I don't think we're going to need any for the significant future. Considering that we're not even going to use it now to create that mob spawner. Which is what we were using it for. So, yeah. Right, what we do? Going to get rid of the carrots, put those in there. So, one, those. You can go in there. Right, what we want is this stuff. So this stuff is really good. It allows you to fertilize this plant. And it gets taken away from you. Where is it now? Oh, there it is. Right, I'm going to turn that off for the moment. I want to literally just farm this for a little bit. I'm just going to use a few stacks of this on here just to get me some glowstone stuff. Glowstone essence, that's it. And once we've got a little bit of glowstone essence, then I'll allow this to farm itself. And eventually what it will do is it will just do whatever all the other seeds are doing, which is multiply. So once that happens, we'll just have a field of these seeds. We'll let it go for a little while, and then we'll chop it down. Something else in there. So should be the last stack, I think. Well, I'm hoping. We should have quite a lot of essence though. Hoping. Right, now we can turn this thing back on and let it do its thing. How much essence did we get? Right, a couple of stacks of it. That's cool. Okay. I have not a problem with that. Let's have a look at glowstone and see just exactly how it's made. Right, okay. So that. Look at that. A few stacks of that. That's brilliant. So now what we should be able to do is go back to environmental tech. Yeah, I think it was 32, wasn't it? We'll start with 32. What was it? 32. And then 49 solar cells. There we go. So 32 hardened structure blocks. We need the wand thing. We need one tier 3. We will grab. Come on. That's the tier 2 and a tier 3. Perfect. And then what we need is 49 or 46. Was 49 solar cells. So solar cells. We need 49 of these. Start that. So what we're going to do with this, that might take a little while. So what we're going to do with this is we are going to essentially take the power from one or from that and put it directly into the mob spawner. And then we're going to have a look at these upgrades, because I think the upgrades might come in quite handy. I don't know the kind of level that we can upgrade it to. I don't know exactly what it does. I know that they do work quite well. However, I'm guessing that there's a lot of stuff that we can upgrade, essentially, which would be quite cool. So if we have a look at Woot, I know had it just now. There we go. Woot. If we have a look at the Woot book, you can build in a factory, capturing tier 1, tier 2, 3, tier 4. For those who think it's neat and tidy. Oh yeah, that's the proxy and extender. I need one of them. Spawn requirements. Yeah, so there. Upgrade totems, that's it. So looting, rate, XP, mass, decapitate, efficiency, local magic. The looting, obviously, rate upgrade, mass upgrade. Efficiency reduces the power cost. So that's quite cool. So we'll have a look at the upgrades. Right, so that's kind of cool. We can definitely have a look at those upgrades. Proxy and extender. So we do need the Woot proxy extender. Not sure whether we've got any. We have. There we are. Mob extenders. We have a couple of those anyway. 3 upgrades. Right, so I've got the upgrades in here. Quite cool. Oh, mob factory. That. So that's the extenders. These ones are this is the block that's used to interface. What have we got? We've got these ones which are tier 1, 2, and 3 grade. I don't know what they are. Oh, that might be the blocks. This, however, is the upgrade. This is the rate. 140. So we need 1, 2, and 3. I know that much. We need one of the ones missing. Enchanted book. Missing. Enchanted books. Yeah, power. Power 1. Okay, so we need to get some enchanted stuff for that. Okay, that's why I haven't touched it. So let's go over here, and because we've got our remote access, I can always grab that in a minute. Right, there's our access panel, so let us... Okay, so what I did was I installed the speed upgrade 3. Just why not? It's a lot faster. Right, so in here we put this thing. So yeah. Then proxy. That's it. And then that completes that. So now we can put the RF and such here. If we do that, and then in here we'll go link cards, which are unlinked. Put that one in there, which is a... Put that in there. There we go, link ID 12. So if we now put link ID 12 in there, and we'll put that one in there. Because all we want to do is link these two together. We don't want to have them separate. We want them only to be linked to each other. Okay? And the whole reason for that is because we just want this to have its own independent power. So if we go and have a look at the solar panels now, we've got 46, 47, come on. Well, we're 3 away. It would be really cool if you could do 2 away. So, yeah. So the upgrades are going to be a little bit more costly. If we go and actually have a look at Woot upgrades. Right, so these ones are the efficiency upgrades, which I will definitely want, but that requires efficiency. Not good. Need to enchant. Alright, let's get the solar panel running. Let's get the solar stuff. Or let's get the solar panel off. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put so, and then oh, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it rolled over. Just build this. There we go. So that should now be generating RF, and these are all inputs. That's now generating power. This one should now be accepting power. There we go. We'll put that as an out. And I'm going to get a chest. I'm going to craft one of those and one of those. So to start with, I'm going to obviously take this one, but to start with, I am going to this one in front, so that anything that is in here will just come out the bottom. That's all the stuff that can come out. The progress is 19%, 50, 70. Look at that. Oh my god, that is so much fucking easier. That's 2 nether stars already. Jesus Christ. That is insane. My god. No wonder it takes a lot to build these things. Shit. Right, let's go see what the chest is up here. Right, it's one middle red. One middle red. So rose, red. Take one of those. And we will then go back. There we were. Colour that. So there you go. Never start. Okay. That's our input chest for this. So now our nether stars should just go into the system and rack up. Perfect. And we've got our, you saw the alabaster coming in there, so we've got our void miner doing quite well downstairs as well. So that's cool. So we should be in a really, really good position. We've got a couple of, we've got one tier 2, one tier 3. We've got a tier 3 over here just on this mob farm alone. As you can see, I mean, the amount of power that is put into this thing is insane. We've got a tiny little bit of a buffer, which won't last very long overnight, but that doesn't actually matter. However, if we have a look at how many nether stars we've now got 14. I mean, that's, I know that we had like, 6 or 7, well, 15, there we go. We are generating one every few minutes. I mean, that is 5 minutes? 60, 120 is 2 minutes. Wow. Yeah. That's 6 minutes. 5 or 6 minutes. It's mad. It's nuts. And that is awesome. There we go. We've just generated another one. So if we have a look. There you go. Another one. Spot on. Okay, so we are not going to have a problem with nether stars anymore. Which is good because, well, that was a bit I always have the problem with, really. Very cool, though. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Now, there is a few things that we wanted nether stars for. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. However, when we get to them, or when we get around to them again, we'll find out. We'll be able to get them because, well, we've got no problem with nether stars now. So the next thing would be the ender dragon, I suppose. However, at the moment, I don't think I've got much need for ender dragon stuff. So we'll leave that one for the moment. A ghast, I don't know what ghast tiers are used for. End crystal, fine. Structure builder, okay. Rod of elevation. End of wings. Imprisonment. Advanced wand cores. Okay, so not enough wands is very, very cool. So we need ghast tiers for that. Blacksmith repair kit. Ghast bike. Eye of Galagor. Spawn prevention. Painted blood pendant. Stick. Okay, what's that? Evil tier. Ghast. Mining stuff. Wow, that's loud. Some potions. Don't know what that is. However, we probably find out one time or soon. Revitalization to regeneration. Yeah, that could change that. And elemental inscription. Yeah. Okay, so alright, well we can that's too bad I suppose. Don't know where we're getting. But yeah, so that's okay, so we don't need those right now, is what we've got. Fine. How many ender pearls have we got? 298. And we've still got Enderium seeds and Enderman seeds. Which didn't they produce that? There we are. Ender fragment. Ender nuggets. There we are. Enderman essence. So Enderman seeds produce Enderman essence. Right, so we're good with that for the moment, so that's fine. Okay, so we have our spawner. Oh my god, we're up to 30 already. That is nuts. We can make a hell of a lot of cool stuff now. Including the tier 4 stuff from solar panels, which is good. I don't know what these are. These are good. Magic chest. Unbreakable wand. Okay. What's that? Energy bridge transmitter. Ah, yes. That's the deal. We in here somewhere. There we go. Interdimensional upgrades. That's what we wanted the Nether Stars for. Interdimensional upgrades. We can actually produce them now. Absolutely brilliant. Cool. That's excellent. Because what we can do is we can actually create a couple. We can put one interdimensional upgrade here, and then one on the moon, and one in our solar base, or what do you call it? Space station. That's it. And we can get our refined storage up there. Perfect. Okay, so interdimensional upgrades. I think we're gonna have to make these ones ourselves. No biggie. We'll look at our refined storage. Great. Right, so we'll do 4. Because, well, why not? To be honest. 4 of those. Interdimensional upgrades are there. Nether Star, Redstone, and upgrade. There we go. So nether stars, redstone. Redstone we got. And nether stars, we've got tons of. Okay, so we can make our interdimensional upgrades now. Cool. Where are we going to put them? We'll put them in this one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Let's have a look at refined storage, because I'm pretty sure there's a block that we have to use specifically for network transmitter. We need one of those. A network transmitter. There we go. We want 4 of those as well. There you go. This is going to take, shouldn't take too long. Items processing, there we are. Machine is in use. It would be in use. It's looking at stuff. So, no. It's 2 of them. Great. 1 more. Okay. So now what we can do is shove here. Network card. Okay, so we need 4 advanced processors. Or we could just go 1, 4. Great. Okay. Go over to here. Interdimensional upgrade. Let's go round. The hell is this? Iron nugget or shrub? Rid of that for the moment. This thing is now using 1,000 RF. That's fine. It's got up to 32,000 on that one. Right, so we should be good everywhere. Really do another mechanical crafter for glowstone. Yeah, we'll leave it. What we'll do is we'll go upstairs 1 more, and we'll create a glowstone crafting recipe. Glowstone. 16 of those, and we're going to put that down. As you can see, Itchy, I don't know what you've done, but thank you. The lag is almost non-existent in this. Since this last update, so since update 28 now, the lag, as you can see, is non-existent. I've still got the same amount of crap in it, but it's non-existent. I mean, walking around with 0 lag, basically, which is insanely cool. So nice. So yeah, nice one, dude. And refined storage is back in. Zero lag, and I'll get a little bit. Refined storage is back in version 28, all fixed, all patched. And thank you for everybody else that wanted it back in. And Itchy, thank you for putting it back in. I really do appreciate it. I love refined storage. Yeah, sorry, dude. Right, so I think we need to take a couple of those. I'm going to put 2 of these into here. Just going to take 1 with me. I'm also going to take 1 interdimensional upgrade. Don't need that. Do we need power? So power cells maybe? We probably do at some point. But I'm pretty sure that we had some up there. The power cells that we've got for advanced power cells. Didn't that require Nether Star? No, that required interdimensional shard. Can only do the normal power cells. Let's do 2 of those. So do 2 power cards. So, and we'll link those here. ID 6. I know that this takes up 2 spaces no matter how you do it. So I'm just going to link those 2 up. Wow. This thing is a little bit quick. Right. So we've got 2 power cells. We've got that. Our interdimensional, I would like a crafting grid. Okay, so have a crafting grid and also a crafting monitor. A fluid grid. Got any? No, but we can create one, so create one. Got a wireless terminal, which I've not linked yet. So I'm going to leave that here, because obviously if we've got that one, that'll be great. So the fluid grid should be along in a second. There we go. So we've got a fluid grid as well. We're going to need some cable. So I'm going to grab a stack of cable. I'm also going to grab a stack of cable. What else do we need? We can get access to this. We're good. So I think that's it. You think that's it? Yeah. Okay. Right. I am going to make sure that I've got everything. Make sure that we're ready. And next episode, we are going to go to the space station. And we're going to see whether we can actually set up the crafting grid and refine storage on our... however, for this episode, that is it. If you like this episode, then hit the thumbs up. If you dislike the episode, then hit the thumbs down. However, please do subscribe. It really does mean a lot. If you don't like this episode, well then check out some of the other ones, or, you know, subscribe anyway. You might like one of the new ones. You never know. If you want to have updates as to when the content is posted, then please hit the little bell icon when you subscribe. Or if you're already subscribed, then go back and tick that little thing, and it will notify you when you are, or when there is new content and you are quite happy to go and check out what we've got. So it will notify you. It'll be cool. The alternative is basically Twitter. Every time I post a new video or a piece of content, then I will make sure it goes onto Twitter, and it will, tell you that there's a new video. Feel free to tweet me or to go to Facebook and sign up to that one. We've got a digitalSyn gaming channel over there. We've also got the digitalSyn gaming Twitter. We've also got Twitch and Mixer. Now, this weekend or this week, I am moving. So I'm moving house. I will be getting my internet sorted on the Friday. Now, this episode, by the time you get this episode, I should be moved in. Because this is episode 38. I've just posted episode 33 or 32. 33, I think. So if I do one episode a night, you've got 34, 35, 36, 37. That should take us till Saturday. And then you should get this one after I've moved. So, yeah. That's why, at the moment, the content is a little bit few and far between, and I haven't kept to the one-a-day schedule like I did before. It's because I'm in the process of actually moving house. So I've got a little flat, and yeah, like I said, I get the internet put in there this week, and we should be all set to go over the weekend. Once that is done, I will more than likely be streaming on the Saturday or Sunday. So check out Twitter. I will keep a regular update on there and let people know when I'm going to be streaming. Also check out the Facebook page, and I will post on there when I expect to be streaming as well. So keep an eye out, keep up to date. Yeah, let's have some fun. It'll be quite cool to have you guys come and have a watch the streams. As always, you guys have been awesome. I've been Synthesis. Leaders.